So the last time we were here in Charlian, we were helping out the young lady standing at this counter. And she's staying at this counter because this, as you may remember, is Tataru's boutique that she's been setting up. There's still a lot of things that need to take place around here, but we've been helping Tataru get her foot in the door, as it were, trying to get her business going, expand it around, and she's been using us to cut deals with people in order to get materials and resources. And in addition to that, we've also been helping out the young lady on the right here who Tataru has employed in order to figure out how to get a piece of jewelry that Tataru has repaired without her knowing. So we're going to see just what we can accomplish with that here today as the new day has begun here in Charlian. We'll go ahead and head on over here to Medina as soon as we can be able to get a target on her. So we'll go ahead and take on the follow-up quest from the previous patch that we did here with Tataru's boutique entitled Soaring Profits. Medina has samples that need delivering, and the anticipation of adventure strikes you like a bracing wind. So what are we going to be doing today? Well, I'm guessing it has to do with those 2 sacks. Why, hello there. Your arrival could not have been more timely, Mistress. Tataru has just left instructions for another batch of deliveries. She sends her regards, of course. Today she is in Idleshire for business with Rowena's House of Splendors, and tomorrow we'll no doubt find her in some far-flung corner of the realm. We mustn't be outdone, Rika. Yeah, of course. This time, our samples are destined for 2 organizations in Carthus, an arrangement made possible by none other than Master Sigurd. Oh, really? I thought he just stuck to the sea. He contacted his dear friend Lord Manland of Fulton. Yeah, I guess they are friends now, aren't they? Who was kind enough to spread word of the boutique to his own contacts across Ishgard. It hardly took any time for the first letter of interest to reach us, and once these samples have been delivered, the interest will be piqued to a passion. Or so I've been assured. Lord Manderland has insisted he will take care of all the particulars and bid me convey with enthusiasm that he looked forward to accompanying you on the deliveries. Uh-oh. Well, should I be worried about that? Now then, regarding that secret mission of ours? Yeah, about that. So, Varsarud? So, sometime later. Oh, that's quite nice. A gorgeous sapphire, is it not? It will make a beautiful necklace once restored. A keepsake of not only Mistress Tataru's mother, but that of her many friends and allies from across the realm. Well, it's good to know it's in safe hands. I am confident that someone of your experience has a most discerning eye for mementos. Bring back anything you think will make a worthy addition. Alright, I can do that for you. And with that, I will leave these samples in your capable hands and eagerly await your safe return. Yeah, leave it to me. Let's hope that these sacks aren't too heavy, as we get some final instructions from Varsarud. Alright, so off to Ishgard we go then. Once I get over to where it says Foundation. I'm still shocked that they haven't, in a patch, replaced the word Foundation with Ishgard, because that is where we're going. So we just arrived here at the Jewel Quasir here in Ishgard, but now we have to get on over to where we are going to be awaiting Lord of Manland. So we'll just chill out here and await his arrival. And here he comes, as fast as he can. Yeah, hey there. Yeah, should a gentleman like yourself be running around in such fancy attire? Rika, oh girl, 'tis good to see a rosy glow in your cheeks considering that dreadful business with the imminent destruction of mankind and the end of times and whatnot. Well, it's a thing that we had to do, but we got it done. Yes, indeed. Who better to distribute exquisite arms and accoutrements than a verified hero such as yourself? Well, I have two parties with simply ravenous interest in your products, dear lady. Well, they are Tataru's products, specifically. The first of whom so happens to be rather exquisite herself, my dearest Lady Lynette. Yeah, he still can't get over it after 7 years. Yeah, Rika was told by Mathia about Lady Lynette. Be so good as to precede me to the Rose House. I shall be along promptly, of course, just as soon as I'm coiffed and powdered. Alright then. And so away he goes. I don't know if he... Oh my... Oh, I was about to say, you can see that too, right? You saw that too, right? Her face still looked shocked. Oh, man. I think there's only one way we can probably meet with Lady Lynette, and it's to be properly dressed in attire, as it were. So, yeah, time for me to dress up in my Immortal Flame uniform and head off to the Sea of Clouds. As we prepare to touch down here in the Rhodes House territory, let's go ahead and speak with Lady Lynette. You probably don't recognize me, but I come here at Mathia's behest. Well met, Rika. 'Tis good to see you hale and whole. So as the ladies are having a chat, I leave this merchandise with you. Thank you for personally making the trip. I know your obligations are many. Truth be told, your arrival could scarce have been better timing. While our erstwhile troubled relations with the Vanu improve by the day, we have been forced to reconsider our current munitions due to recent incidents of... I have come, my darling Blossom. Behold, Amelan the Executioner here to smite your foes with ruthless ardor. This is what you wanted to wear? Wouldn't it make more sense to come in your House for Tom armor? Well, I strike a rather smashing silhouette, do I not? Why, Sigurd could not have found a better man to get these samples to. Her face says it all. Surely such splendid armor could be put to better use than fashion, Lord Amanlan. Could I not prevail upon your better senses to relinquish that gear to those who might appreciate its practicality? Far be it from me to deny any request of yours, Lady Lynette. Only I must confess that I may have slightly exaggerated Sigurd's generosity in the matter of getting these. Ah, you mean to say that you borrowed them? No doubt without his knowledge or consent? Yeah, you've been caught out. And why should I have expected otherwise? Friends may forgive, but it bears repeating that your clients deserve at least a modicum of professionalism. You do have other clients, don't you? Of course I have, and of no little celebrity at that. You remember the Red Bills, of course. You stuck up a deal with them? Yeah, more going back into Mathia's past. He's told Rika all about those guys. The Sky Pirates who come to us from the northern part of the Sea of Clouds. The Sky Pirates? That an experienced adventurer should know them hardly surprises me, but how does a privileged son of House Forton come to make their direct acquaintance? 'Twas a happy coincidence of ale and circumstance, I assure you. As Rika here can attest, an unbiased range of social contacts is the essential arsenal of not just adventurers, but any gentleman of consequence. Or lady of consequence, as it were. Yeah, I guess. Unbiased is all very well, but... Sky Pirates are precisely the problem I was speaking of earlier, Rika, before we were interrupted. Recently, self-proclaimed Sky Pirates have been marauding trading vessels with troubling audacity. Even the Sky Steel Manufactory has supported stolen property at the hands of these ruffians. Ouch. Troubling news indeed, though I cannot imagine fellows as amicable as our Red Bills could be responsible. Yeah, trying to take his word for it. Still, if we should hear aught of it, I shall send word directly. Now then, Rika, off we trot to the infamous paddock. I I have been told to seek out a certain red standard upon Coldwind. How the pulse quickens! Yeah, it certainly does. Yeah, and Lynette's standing there like, get out of my sight. Don't worry, I'll take care of him. If forced by need be. So we'll have to head on northwest to get to that point, and yeah, we're just directly warped right there. So we'll go ahead and have a look at the standard and fly off to the Perrick. But what mode of transportation do I have? I don't have my mana cutter with me. I guess I could have a few other options I could use. But will they necessarily sit 2 people though? Because I gotta take Mr. Manland with me. Hello there, Red Bills. It's been a while. Mr. Leofard, you too. Well, well, if you're into the very picture of health, Rika, saving the star from complete annihilation didn't intox you over much then, eh? And Miss Stacia. And your Lotafel friend, whose name I can't remember, but hey, there's Kate Sith. Let me guess, it was not compared to all the bowing and scraping required of the mercantile genteel. Don't tell me this dandy is what wooed you from the life with sweet nothings of financial comfort. Leofold, my good man, you may know as well as I that only the one wooing Rika into anything is yourself. Don't think your interest in our mutual friend here escapes my notice. Your aim all along was less about armaments than it was an audience with Rika, was it not? There's that grin we know. Not bad for a dandy. I might have had me sights on a touching reunion between Rika and myself, but that's not to say I won't be needing those samples. See, I've a job that could right benefit both from your keen sense and those pieces you've brought me, so long as they're half the quality of what a manlander is showing off the alehouses anyway. Why is that? I can count on your participation, yes. You'll be doubly compensated, of course. Just name your price. Well, here's what you need to know. Parts of a necklace, eh? For Tataru herself, eh? That's right. I'd prefer something you might make use of. Well... I'm just charitable like that. But far be it for me to dictate what a woman does with her body. If that's your recompense, I'll see what I can do. And ladies, do your part also. Now that we have you on board, allow me to elaborate. It seems another band of petty thieves has been masquerading as sky pirates and harrying honest traders as of late. So I've been told. So you've heard of them? Aye, these so-called monstrous cockatoos don't exactly strike fear into the heart of man, but they're being a right nuisance. And now they've gone and made things personal. How's that? Ah, Utada, that's her name, that's right. You remember the Ramil, don't you? The captain's old airship? I believe I do. Well, after what happened in Dunskeith, we've been commissioning the finest airship parts from across the realm for the construction of her successor. Only to have those cockapert nincompoops pillage the very Skysteel manufactured vessel that was carrying our precious cargo! Yikes. Pirates stealing from pirates, huh? They're nervous, some people, eh? Makes me mouth water. I guess. Of course, once the cockatoos realized whose property they pilfered, they flew into the panic and hauled up in Idleshire after slushing the goods somewhere. This is where you and your samples come in. We wanted to take Leofard and... Before you spill the rest, Stacia, let's make sure our friend here is still up for a spot of fouling. How about it then? My mercantile genteel is at your service, or I have been craving game bird lately. And Canadian Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks, so makes sense. I knew I was what to call you. Those tiny ducklings will know I plot them. And as for you, Kate? Right so, with Rika returned and our crew complete, victory of these ne'er-do-wells is most certainly assured. By the by, will you have any terrible objections if I inform the Rose Knights of your designs upon these charlatans? The Knights are affiliated with House Hollanat, you see, and thus have particular interest in recovering the contents of that Skysteel vessel. I know my Dala, the most capable Lady Lynette, simply will not rest until she has brought these scoundrels to justice. Can't say it's an alliance I've ever considered, but so long as I get the cockatoo arm due, our knights most thorny are welcome to catch and cage as they see fit. Splendid! Lady Lynette should be very glad to hear of it. Overjoyed, even. Yes, she may simply be unable to contain her unbounded delight. I must away. And leave me all alone without a mana cutter. Nothing awaiting us in Idleshire but dangerous subterfuge. But such is more tempting to our ilk than lovely knights, eh? Let's be off. I'll explain the rest of our gambit once we get there. You got it. So I guess I'll lead the way for all of you. And so through the magic of not needing to use the teleport system, we're warped here to Idleshire, down at the southwest gate over here. We're gonna go ahead and speak with Leofard, who's got a bit of a new look to him. Who's the dandy now, you ask? I reckon my reputation precedes me in these parts, and the legendary Red-Bill Leofard ain't known for tugs like these. Though, I could get used to this. Comfortable, practical, and with a sense of style to boot. Ain't often you find that holy triad in battle gear. Quite the line you're touting. Yeah, it turns out this was what Tataru gave him. Which brings us to your role in my master plan. While it ain't easy laying low in a motley place like Idleshire, these cock-a-hoop cowards have been managing it well enough. So, to lure them out, we're going to try to spread savoury rumours of a black market merchant looking to fence fine contraband for even finer coin. That's you. I don't think I need to be dressed in an Immortal Flames uniform to convey that. Yeah, we're like, what? Just strike up a chat with any adventurers or peddlers that seem to share hearsay. I'll be playing your handsome bodyguard, so rest assured I've got your back, mistress.
I've taken the liberty of preparing your guys. It ain't as flattering as Leofard's, but you should fit the part nicely in this.
Oh, you brought spare attire. Nice. Well, let's see what we have. Leofard is now accompanying you, keeping him at your side, and continue wearing the black market merchant guise in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Leofard behind by entering a different area or speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to leave Leofard accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. Speak with Stacia to restore or prolong the garment change. And so, here's what I'm dressed as. And I gotta say, these shades are not very befitting of a little adorable pink-haired Mikote with flowers in her hair like Rika. And in case you were wondering, no, there's not an option change for visor. So, let's go ahead and head on into Idleshire. Yeah, I'm just the cutest black market merchant you've ever seen. But I do have to say, I stand out pretty easily in with my pink hair and the flowers within it. Let's walk around town and see who needs to be spoken to. Start with an approachable adventurer over here. Hello there. I'd like to tell you about something.
Contrabandists? Well, I do know of some sky pirates new to town, and just the other day, I overheard them discussing their latest windfall.
Ah, yes, sort of enterprising folk we're looking for. You think you could help us pin them down?
I'll do what I can. I'm no stranger to sky pirates, so I'll ask around.
Well, thank you very much. Onward we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to continue to go around the loop, as it were, in order to get what we're doing next. So yeah, we can't necessarily use the shards as easily as we would want to, because it won't be as quick. Once we get over to the Green Glove Mud Plots. We'll speak with this distinguished merchant. Hello there, sir. A merchant yourself, are you? Perhaps I'm overstepping, but consider this friendly advice. Seeking out sky pirates dressed in such stereotypical garb is akin to dangling a sign from your neck reading, "Purge my pals." Oh, the righteous rebels may pity you, dear lady, but few else. Righteous? Righteous never been to me locking, mate. I just can't abide them reprobates what don't order the creed of spark guy pirating. Also, you can imagine Red Bill Blearfall might say, eh? Not that it's any matter of ours. Anyhow, should you find someone looking to offload dubiously obtained merchandise, send them our way, will you? If you insist, but don't say I didn't warn you. Alright there. Don't say I didn't warn you. You have no idea what I'm capable of. Now let's head on over to spot number 3. Yeah, because it's in the Spank Pots. Those of you who are not necessarily familiar with this spot, you come here, or came here, Heavensward, to do the recurring quests for doing the 24-player Sky Pirate raids. So, yeah, this is where you did that, but for now, we're gonna go over to this jovial, busy dealer Goblin. And introduce ourselves and see what it's got for us.
Yes, yes, Gobby I catches such sky stealers. Sky stealers come to claim busy dealer Craftforge, but bring no trade goods for Jinkly Shine. Great laughy joke for gobby merchants. Sky stealers leave with grump face. Gobby does not understand why uplanders wish to trade tongue flaps with grump-faced sky stealers, but happy to hand lend for more laugh jokes.
Much obliged. If all goes to plan, we'll have you laugh joking over their soy hides for summers to come. I think he agrees with that.
Great happiness! For goody uplanders, Gobby shares one more laugh joke. Sky stealers whine cry about calling strong friend as they sheen run. Friend may be strong, but sky stealer brain cases are still airy flights.
Well, at least we know what we're getting ourselves into. Now we gotta head on back. So now we're gonna head on over this way now. And when we do, we will be able to see what we have to deal with. See, yeah, it's going up. And ultimately getting to here. Alright, Leofard. So as we're talking it over... Oh, Stacy and Kate come. So, are we the talk of the town yet?
As far as I can tell, you're contenders. Perhaps second only to rumors about a mysterious intimidator who's cast the Lord in with the cockatoos.
Only natural that those sniveling whelps hired a browbeater. But what thick-headed willingly caused the rancor of Red Bill Leofard? We're about to find out. Well, I suppose a few names come to mind, but no matter. Our plan proceeds as discussed. You got it. Let's take to the streets and wait for our clients to come crawling, eh? Sure thing. Also, I realized, why am I dressed like Angust? I've been spending all this time thinking that outfit looks familiar, but who wears it? It's Angust from the Reborn storyline who double-crosses you multiple times and tries to get you fed to Ifrit. Well now! Are you the trader looking to chaffer with the monstrous cockatoos? Oh, you certainly look very impressive in your steampunk attire. Chaffer, what scrags like you? Fury and me, I don't know whether laugh or cry. And he's like, what? That voice! Rebel Leofard? I'll see you live and breathe. Not for long, though. If you don't hand over what you and your dicky birds stole. Bluster all you like, Red Bill, but you ain't getting the better of us this time. We've treated with a sky pilot that'll crush you to pumice. And you can't do it yourself? And there you were thinking this would be ever so simple. Were you not, my dear Leofard? Oh, wait a minute. I used the wrong voice because I just realized what was going on. No, that's... yeah, it's this lady who's back. We had to save her and unscathed. And she's brought her friends that were freaking surrounded. Not in the slightest. I was thinking surely Radala and her talents would never sing so low as to become lackeys to a lackey, but here you are. I might even start to pity you.
And that is where you consistently underestimate me, Red Bill. I would stop at nothing to realize my desires. Or were the sweet memories we made together in Dunscape not enough to convince you of that?
She just shakes her head.
But I suppose I might be willing to overlook your stubborn indifference and return those stolen airship parts you so desperately seek. If you would but call me your captain.
I highly doubt that's happening. Yeah, what do we do? Completing that airship means more to me than you'll ever understand. I ain't leaving here without me stolen goods. If they're worth recovering, that is. You there, Corcolorum. You didn't leave that plunder to win aspect of territory, did you? Of course you did. Heads as empty as a Thought-Spot's tankard. Those airship parts are embedded with highly calibrated corrupted crystals. Put them in any contact with wind sprites and they're no better than glorified scrap.
Wait a moment! He said contact, didn't he? How many wind sprites go contacting the rock formations on Providence, eh? It'll be fine.
Utata, you got hands on an airship, yes? Take her to Providence and go pick up our stolen goods. Some genius hid them under a rock.
You are bluffing?
Clearly. Obviously. Don't make me doubt your intelligence, Radala. What airship needs parts that can't handle a little wind?
Doubt what you'd likely afford. I only need bloody airship bits to beat you into submission.
So how are you going to go about it? Well, that's one way. Yeah, finally it's beating time, or let me slip into something more comfortable. Yeah. I think I know when to finally stop dressing up like Ungust. So allow me. Immortal Flames, you're all under arrest.
Rika?
So yeah, you've heard about her defeating the Endsinger, right, and saving the universe?
Oh, did you say Rika? Also, the Rika Sasaki? Since when was she a friend of the Red Bills?
Just now? Seems I'm not the only one whose name is worth something in these parts. I'm still prettier though. Dye your hair pink and put flowers in it, and then we'll talk. And as for all of you, well then, sweet cockatoos, let's get about cutting you up into cockatrees and fours, shall we? Rebel by himself is one thing, but Rika's something else. Then for it, lads. And away they go. Flee for your lives! Yeah, you don't want me to use triple limit break on you. So much for the monstrous. Let's leave them to the garrison. Ain't enough meat on their bones to warrant the chase. I'll agree with that. Rather. I was reckoning this was little more than a diversion to you, but surely you didn't think I had fall to such a weak hand. All the more pity that you assumed those airship parts were only pieces of value taken from me and mine. But no matter, it's time to make your allegiances clear. If you and your talents intend to continue this force, then we'll have it out. Here and now. Well? Yeah, the sun is setting, Radala.
It seems I misjudged my prospects. I thought those simpletons might amount to more than snivelling turntails, but I have neither loyalty nor affection for a useless cockatoo.
And so,
I suppose I shall have to content myself with this reunion in itself, but you need more than clever bluffs to evade me next time, of that you may be certain.
yeah, put him away. Put him away and get on out of here. Oh, that takes care of that. And I didn't even need to engage in combat. All I had to do was stop dressing like Ungust. Hey everyone. There were some fine examples without question, and nothing beats wearing my own rags again. Go ahead to the paddock and wait for us in my chambers. We'll be along once I've spoken with our knights most thorny. You got it. So yeah, we gotta go all the way back to this Sea of Clouds, so I will meet you guys back there. Now how's this for a sunset? I would say this is quite something special. Let's fly off to the Perrick. Okay, we made it back to Leofard's chambers. It's been a while since we've been in this place. Well, for Rika, it's pretty much her first time. Because, of course, Matthias been here a few times. Now that everyone's back together. Well, Utota says all stolen property is accounted for, and fishing touches on our airship proceed apace. And according to the Rose Knights, the cockatoos will be shipped off to the Diadem, where they can enjoy volunteering their services for the betterment of mankind. Maybe. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
Speaking of which, Captain, what has become of the miscellanea recovered from the cockatoo's hoard? I'm sure House Hollanart will lay claim to their possessions, but as for the appurtenances of origins unknown...
Worry not, puss. I don't pocket any jig and bob. I feel like some petty foister. We'll track down the rightful places soon enough if my prediction holds.
Rika, is that you?
Oh, you made it. And you brought a friend. Yeah, hey there, Tataru.
It is, and you look quite as surprised as I feel. To think we meet here on the clouds and sky pirates? I was just finishing up my affairs in Idleshire when who should come asking for me but Redfield Leofard. Quite the thrilling twist of my day, I'll have you know.
How did Madeline put it? She's got her fingers in more pies than a high street baker. When I got when she was in Idleshire, it felt like snubbing fate not to enlist her expertise. So who's your friend?
Well, I'm exceedingly glad you did, for I've returned triumphant. Allow me to present the famous travelling portraitist Duramal.
That's Duramare, by the way.
Portraitist? But of course, among the recovered items were a number of singularly beautiful paintings.
Oh, I am relieved to hear it. When I learned which vessel had fallen prey to sky pirates, I thought those pieces would be lost forever.
So you are yet another victim of the monstrous cockatoos. Still, a personal summons to the paddock seems like the sort of social nicety to which the captain is normally intolerant.
I believe my presence here may have another purpose entirely. You see, Leofard and I are old acquaintances. He commissioned me to paint that portrait, in fact. As in the one of his lost mother. My beautiful daughter Emile. She looks perfectly at home here. Yeah, that's a shock.
Beautiful daughter? I, Durmer, is father to Lady Ramil, the gentlewoman who cared for Leofard as a lad. He abdicated all family affairs to his son when he became a practicing artist, but he's still a lord in lineage. You mean to say that the renowned portraitist Durmer is not only your grandfather, but a former lord as well? Oh, you must forgive my blithe introduction from earlier.
Naught to forgive, Mistress Taru. On the contrary, I'm indebted to you for trucking him down so quickly. Thanks to you, this can happen just as I hoped it might. So what are you gonna do? Construction's about finished on our new airship, and I wanted you here when I christened her. The Ramil will fly again. My dear boy, celebrating your mother's life with you continues to be my great honor. When you hung a portrait here, when you named your first airship, I could see the vestiges of love shining in your countenance then just as it is now. I only hope you continue to realize her greatest wish for you, to live as free and unfettered as the sky itself. I know she will be very proud. Yeah, show off that smile. A bit like herding curs, ain't it? Getting an adventuring types all in one room, but well worth the effort, I'd say. Moments like these are meant to be shared. Right, I believe we've got a new airship to fly and the open sky awaits. As we're getting the Hippo Rider theme going here for some reason. Yeah, how did the Hippo Rider theme get entangled into this? I thought these were the Sky Pirates. And so, the next day, with the Ramil in tow, everyone's riding along in their respective manicutters, including Rika. Now this is an airship. With how she handles, I could fly to the edge of existence and back without so much as a hiccup. Which I hear on good authority, or whatever authority a manland is when he's in his cups, you have literally done. Thanks. I reckon I've never been equal parts awed and envious, though I'll assume the invitation was simply lost by a post, Moogle. Nay, in all candor I'm certain there are some skies only meant for your eyes. Escapades surpassing even my wildest imaginings. That's certainly true. So, charts the ends of eternity and horizons filled with peril. Just don't think you've seen the last of what wonders these heavens hold. Oh, of course not. I'll come find you again before long, Rika, and I'll bring everything I promise. That thrill and heady rush of high adventure. I'll look forward to it. And so away we go. And so, after going on our joyride,
though farewell may be bitter sorrow, know that it is but fodder for reunions most gay.
No need to get mawkish, Rebel. It ain't as if Rika's dropping off the face of the star. Not permanently, anyhow.
We'll meet again soon enough, though. Although Kite Sith is likely to mope like a damp kin till we do.
And you're just looking away like, oh no, I won't. I'll expect these paths to be free of half-baked brigands for a time yet. But you ever find yourself in need of a red bill, don't hesitate to call. Of course.
Thank you. 'Tis no small comfort knowing our ships may distribute their wares in safety.
All's for Eureka. We'll be in touch. And I'll make sure to give my regards to Mathia, too. Looks like we're all set to head on off again. And so are they. Back to the skies with all of you.
Well, that was invigorating. While I love nothing more than to catch our collective breath over a cup of tea, business calls me to Ishgard. No rest for the enterprising and talented, as they say. Shall we do a mare?
Indeed we will. Might I persuade you to accompany us? I should very much like to hear of your adventures. Okay, I guess I can do that. Painting subjects I find personally inspiring is a particular credo of mine, and I dare say you have brushed shoulders with more than a few individuals of note. Alright then. Thank you for indulging in old man's eccentricities. Now then, perhaps we could begin with the adventures you shared with Leopold and his crewmates. Okay. Oh. Encore! Encore! Yeah, he was like, I heard that. Oh, and he dropped off something. Looks like we have a little treasure to take home. Is a yokai going to emerge from it?
Leopold intentionally offloaded this in our direction, yes? Whatever could it be?
A show of goodwill from the Red Bills or whatever it is Leopold's a man of his word, but yeah. I'm just hoping it's not a yokai. Because we don't need something like that knocking Rika off of the cliff there.
Oh, that's right! Leopold spoke to me about finding Durmar. He did mention sending something along, and thanks. Well, I would make quite the sign lugging this around to all my meetings, so might I ask you to hold on to it for the time being? I trust you not to run off with my share of the reward.
Of course not.
A gift from the notorious Red Bills. You know, they're rather a nice sort of sky pirates, don't you think?
I can attest to that. And now Rika can too. So, we got warped back here to Ishgard, now that it's nighttime, and we're gonna go ahead and speak with Durmar. A bright and energetic young lady is your employer, Rika. I hope shepherding me back to Ishgard did not delay her business over long. The tales you shared on the journey were beyond anything I could have anticipated. Never have I heard such inspiring episodes of daring do. Though I may not know them personally, I find myself fascinated by the individuals you described, the comrades and acquaintances of your journeys. Yes, I believe I shall remain here in the capital to paint for a time. Should you desire a portrait, I would happily part with it for the cost of its supplies. Find me here, and we can make the arrangements. So in the meantime, we'll head on back over to Old Charlian to complete the quest and bring it to an end. Alright, so we return now to Old Charlian. So we'll go ahead and wait for Medina. There she is.
Welcome back! I just received word from Mr. Stataru. What's this about portraitists and sky pirates?
Well, here's what you need to know.
Red Bill Leopold gave you this for the necklace? It seems to be a leather strap of sorts, and an antiquated one at that. Wait a moment, I recognize this design from my studies. This is a relic from the ancient city of Mark! It's said that Maki sorcerers would weave these cords with magics to make them unbreakable. You'll be hard-pressed to find better material for a necklace. Oh, Mr. Stataru will be so delighted. She chatted endlessly about how she was pleased to know the Red Bills and what sorts of products might prove useful for our daring new friends. And the Rose Knights have already placed an order for the garrison, so all in all, I believe our latest endeavor was a brilliant success. As always, we shall be on the lookout for new areas of opportunity, so I hope we can count on you to serve as our charming emissary again. In fact, I believe Mr. Tartari will insist upon it. Until next time.
Certainly. And so with that, well, yeah, for all that, we're only getting 656 gil. But there is more going on. You may now purchase portraits from Duramare by speaking to him in Ishgard. So yeah, if you go back to Ishgard, you can actually be able to obtain a set of portraits that you can hang in your house. In fact, the FC house has them available right now. So why don't we head on over to Shirogane so I can show you. So you're probably wondering, which paintings are these people that Duramare has to offer? Well, you'd be pretty surprised when I show you what exactly he has in store. Yeah, take a look. It's the Scions. We got Krile and Tataru and Urianger over here. Thancred's over here in the corner all by himself. Then, the twins, Alphinaud and Ase, are over here, along with Ishtola and Graha. So those are the paintings that you can be able to obtain from Duramare, but you can only get them by actually doing the quest for Tataru, for her boutique. But once you do have the opportunity, all these paintings can be yours. And they're not all that expensive. If I remember correctly, they're 20,000 gil a piece. So having the opportunity to get a full set just like this for 160k is pretty good. And knowing that even though the Scions are no longer in existence as an organization, you can still have the memories with them and on your walls whenever you go to your home, your apartment, to your FC house, what have you. But these paintings are already cool, and when I discovered what the paintings were about, the FC really freaked out when I posted them to Discord, and they're like, oh, I need to see everything right away. So suffice it to say, they were really satisfied, and so am I, with the work that's seen here. And so it's just a little further example of what you can obtain in these particular side quests if you're willing to put in the effort to do them. And I know that any Scion fan, especially for Ishtola and Graha, who are by far the two most popular Scions it seems these days, are definitely worth their while. And I know what you're thinking, like, where's the Estenian picture? Well, that's available separately, but can be obtained at a housing area from a vendor. So if you needed to add on and get another person on that, well, there you go. But as far as this particular episode is concerned, we're pretty much done here, and I want to thank all of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little bonus content, and we'll see what happens next when we get to patch 6.25 and Hildebrand resurfaces. And in the meantime, I hope that you guys will take the opportunity to come join me on Twitch. I've been streaming Genshin Impact and Zelda Breath of the Wild now. My streaming schedule, though, might be a little off right now because I'm trying to help out with doing something in my hometown over the course of the next couple of weeks. So stream schedule may be a little shoddy, but I will try and get back on as soon as I'm able to. And once I do, we can have a lot more fun together with the games that I'm playing for all of you. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And until next time, everyone, may you ever walk in the light.